Kathy White's true is going to be unveiled. And it's not a man. And that woman died screaming.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. Show him the tape, Diddy. You got.
Say what? You're not going to believe this. The person behind Kathy White's tragic end might actually be a woman. That's right, we've all been thinking Jay-Z was the mastermind, but hold on to your seats, because insiders are now pointing the finger at none other than Beyoncé. Yep, you heard that right. Allegedly, of course. And I'm throwing in that allegedly because, let's be real, I haven't seen the receipts myself. But here's the kicker, there's a growing rumor that Blue Ivy might actually be Kathy's daughter, not Beyoncé's. And just when you thought things couldn't get crazier, new evidence has just surfaced.
Beyonce got on that stage with that fake baby bump.
Oh yeah.
It was lined up with the same timing of where Kathy White would have been in her second trimester. And when we all watched her get on TV with that fake pregnancy belly that folded over,
Yep.
she sat down. The timeline of when she delivered Blue Ivy lines up almost perfect with the timeline of when Kathy White would have delivered.
Wow.
We all know that Blue Ivy came from a surrogate.
Yep.
They shut that hospital down like a president had just been shot.
Oh, and don't forget, Claudia Jordan has insisted there was never a pregnancy. But here's the thing, rumors have been swirling for years that she's being paid to lie by the powers that be. The Carters, of course, but hold up, there's more. Claudia just dropped another bombshell that's got everyone talking. She claimed that Kathy was actually with her boyfriend Malcolm when she died.
I saw him in Vegas at a party where Jay-Z was there, Diddy was there, my friend Kathy White that y'all keep trying to tie me into her death. It is not true. She was not having an affair with Jay-Z. She never told me she was messing with him. Matter of fact, when she died, she had a boyfriend. His name was Malcolm, and she died with him. I need y'all to stop this rumor that she was pregnant by Jay-Z. She never told me that. I never seen her pregnant. I seen her drinking. We went to Magic Mountain, Six Flags together, and was on the ride. These are not things that people that are pregnant by superstars do.
No.
They try to protect that fetus. Okay? So I need y'all to stop, and people keep saying this, and it pisses me off. I'm sure it doesn't make her family feel good to constantly see this being brought up, that she was this mistress. She never told me. I met her in Memorial Day weekend in 2008, okay? I went to Vegas with my friend Nikki Chu, so go ask her, okay? I've been not saying her name. She introduced me to her. We stayed in the same hotel.
Now, here's the real kicker. Why the heck do we have no clue who Malcolm is? And why has he never stepped up to either confirm or deny these claims? If he was truly the boyfriend at the time, wouldn't he know exactly what went down? I don't know, folks. Something doesn't add up. Maybe he's been paid, or is still getting paid, to keep his mouth shut. Honestly, it might be time for the internet to drag Malcolm out of whatever hole he's been hiding in. Because if he really was the boyfriend, it would mean the child Kathy was carrying, who, according to the streets, is very much alive, might actually be his, if not Jay-Z's. Baby, when I say this whole situation has spiraled into something else, I mean it. It's getting intense, and I've got all the juicy details. Now, the story has always been that Kathy White, mysteriously the same year Beyoncé got pregnant with Blue Ivy, and she died just after giving an interview about her alleged affair with Jay-Z. Allegedly, Jay-Z had been hooking up with Kathy behind Beyoncé's back. And this was going on long before they were even married. Another thing that came up around that time was the fact that Kathy was a close friend of Claudia Jordan, who was notorious for allegedly being a homewrecker. Apparently, just like Claudia, Kathy openly admitted to only messing with super rich guys, and that unless a man had a net worth of at least 50 million, she wouldn't even spare him a glance. Which, of course, made Hova the perfect catch for her. Before long, rumors of an affair started circulating, and Kathy was contacted by Star Magazine's Liz Crokin about the allegation. But right around the time Beyoncé was pregnant with Jay-Z's baby, Kathy mysteriously passed away under suspicious circumstances, with the cause of death listed as a brain aneurysm. According to Liz, just days later, she tried to reach her at work with no luck. Finally, she managed to get in touch with one of Kathy's colleagues, asking if she knew why Kathy had gone MIA. To Liz's shock, her colleague revealed that Kathy was no more. Liz also said that sources told her that Kathy had told Jay-Z she was considering going public with Star via her after they talked. She said there were also online blogs that reported the same story, and she ran a small story on this that appeared in Star at the time. In addition, she said she wanted to pursue the story further, particularly investigate if she was indeed Unalived. But she was discouraged from doing so, and her boss was not interested in running a follow-up piece. Well, Liz has always stuck to her belief that Jay-Z was somehow involved in Kathy's death.
You mean she's dead? You know, what happened to her? This is just a beautiful, young, seemingly healthy 28-year-old woman. I was told that she didn't have any health issues, you know, and it was very shocking to hear. And her colleague did not know what happened to her or how she died or why she died, but all she knew is that she was dead. So obviously when I heard this, it was very troublesome and disturbing to find out that this woman who possibly was going to give me an exclusive story on her affair with one of the most powerful rappers in the world, that's very disturbing, and it certainly is very convenient for Jay-Z, isn't it, that she died.
But here's where it gets even juicier. At the time Kathy was Unalived, she was allegedly pregnant. And not just pregnant with Jay-Z's child, Blue Ivy. There were already whispers that Beyonce had used a surrogate to carry Blue, which is why the timing was so off and the whole pregnancy seemed rushed. Allegedly, the rush to have a baby had everything to do with the fact that Kathy was also pregnant around the same time, and she's the one who was reportedly carrying Blue Ivy. Well, there have been reports claiming that Beyonce has always struggled to carry a pregnancy to term, which is why she supposedly used a surrogate for Blue Ivy and faked her pregnancy. There's even a video that went viral where Beyonce was sitting down for an interview while pregnant with Blue, and her baby bump appeared to fold. Yes, she later claimed that the fabric was what folded and dismissed the rumors as crazy, but people are still convinced she faked the pregnancy with Blue. Also, when it comes to her struggles with pregnancies, we know that Beyonce had to undergo an emergency C-section after experiencing preeclampsia, which put the health of her unborn twins, Rumi and Sir, at risk. According to Beyonce, the pregnancy and delivery were incredibly difficult and one of the most challenging experiences of her life. She opened up about how her body went through more than she ever thought possible. For instance, she revealed that she weighed a little over 218 pounds the day she gave birth to her twins. She also mentioned that throughout her pregnancy, she developed high blood pressure. Reportedly, during labor, one of the baby's heartbeats stopped a few times, which led to the emergency C-section. While Beyonce didn't specify which one of her twins had the heart issues, it's been widely rumored that the baby in question was Sir, and many believe the complications may have impacted not just Sir's health, but Rumi's health as well. I mean, there have even been speculations about Sir Carter's possible autism. While there's been no official confirmation from Beyonce and Jay-Z, some fans have taken it upon themselves to analyze his behavior and make their own conclusions. Apparently, the symptoms were noticeable in Beyonce's Renaissance film, and viewers started posting comments like this after watching it. The boy has autism, and so does Rumi. The characteristics are apparently visible in the Renaissance movie. Sir doesn't make public appearances because his disabilities are profound and easily recognizable. They've been hiding him since he was 2. Some followers even went as far as to create a list of autistic traits that Sir allegedly exhibits, including leg dragging, hand flapping, staring at lights, and repetitive movements. As for Rumi, people claim the signs are there too, but they're milder, which is why we see a lot more of her in public and not Sir. So yeah, if this is about Beyonce having issues with pregnancies, we've definitely seen it. The only thing I can confirm is whether Kathy White carried Blue and was Unalived, because keeping her alive would have been too messy. I mean, she was reportedly already demanding millions from Jay-Z. And if what Jaguar Wright is claiming is true, someone had to handle her. Based on what she said, it was a woman. Well, people have also said that the song Daughter from Beyonce's album Cowboy Carter is actually a confession to the unaliving of Kathy White. Yes, it sounds wild, but fans have been referencing these lyrics in connection to Kathy. Your body laid out on these filthy floors. Your blood stains on my custom couture. Bathroom attendant let me right in. She was a big fan. I really tried to stay cool, but your arrogance disturbed my solitude. Now I ripped your dress and you're all black and blue. Look what you made me do. Okay. And, you know what? Allegedly, there's one person who knows all the details about Kathy's child, but she was supposedly paid by Jay-Z to keep quiet. Yes, I'm talking about Claudia Jordan. In fact, it's rumored that Claudia Jordan recently had her life threatened because of what she knows. And there was an incident, but they told the public it was just a drunken accident. So, when Claudia Jordan started getting flooded with messages asking about what happened to Kathy, she finally responded to those urging her to tell the truth. According to what she said at the time, they randomly ran into Jay-Z and that. The story was just planted by a reporter who was trying to ruin her reputation because they'd been paid off by her ex. She even claimed she didn't know Kathy like that.
So it would not be rare or odd to see a Diddy, a Jay-Z, an Eve, this or that, Lil Kim. They would be out there for that. We randomly ran into him. Now, the second time we saw him, he was definitely out there and he had a show. Okay, he had a concert. And he was not paying my friend no mind. Like, we were all there and he was just like polite. And he was not flirting with no one. There was nothing going on. So I need y'all to stop with this false narrative. A blogger, Jackie Jasper of Hollywood Street King, put this story out in 2008 because he was fed it from my hating ass ex that was trying to ruin my reputation. So he was taking any little thing. Oh, she was doing this. She's jealous that he hit on her and not her. It's not true, y'all. And y'all running with one source. And then Jaguar gets on and brings back up and y'all believe it. Now, I'm not saying that she don't say some real stuff. I don't know her like that. But when it comes to me, I was never Diddy's girl. And if you had an address, I would serve you. But you don't, okay? If you had an address, I would serve you. Can't serve the homeless. I saw him in Vegas at a party.
In addition, Claudia also responded to someone who questioned where the whole narrative came from by saying, tons of pretty women have been allowed to be at the table/sections of celebs with no funny business, just for the look. And that is a known fact. But people really ran with this story. If I remember correctly, when this story first surfaced years ago, Claudia was subbing and liking tweets, singing a completely different tune about foul play. Now, all of a sudden, she's so adamant that they don't even know Jay-Z like that, and never had any interactions with him. Anyway, she's also the one who brought something else to light, Malcolm, who was allegedly Kathy's boyfriend at the time of her death. Child, the only problem is, we've never seen or heard of this Malcolm. So, I don't know if Claudia just made up the name to throw us off, or if Malcolm actually exists. Well, now the streets are saying that this entire Kathy White story is about to blow up because people have figured out all the details. Personally, I don't think anything will surprise me at this point. But let me know what you think. Does Beyonce have something to do with Kathy's death? And is it even remotely possible that Kathy is Blue Ivy's real mom? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.